Ghana is preparing to take legal action against the South African government in international courts to demand accountability and compensation for Ghanaian citizens affected by recent xenophobic attacks and looting. Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa announced that the government is compiling data on businesses, properties, and income lost to secure full restitution for affected nationals.
The government of Ghana has decided that we are not going to sit back without any effort in attempting to secure compensation for those of you who have lost your properties, lost your assets, lost your businesses, your shops, and what have you. So we are putting together legal processes that we will activate to ensure that those properties you invested in, and some of you, your life savings, you have worked for more than 2 decades, 3 decades, to put together businesses that were thriving. We are going to make sure that we go all out to obtain compensation for you. So, as part of the documentation that we are preparing, please make sure that you provide all the information that we require. The forms we are circulating, you will see that we are asking for what you have left behind, the addresses and the supporting documents. Those of you who own houses, who own schools, who own shops, let us have the documentation that will serve as evidence for the case that we are building. President Mahama has said that he will not abandon you, he will not forsake you. And that is why he instructed me to petition the African Union, and at the next African Union media coordinating meeting, President Mahama is going to make a very strong case for you so that you will be compensated, so that justice will be done.
Ghana has formally written to the African Union, the AU, demanding that the recurring xenophobic violence be placed on the agenda for decisive continental action. South Africa's Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Ronald Lamola, stated that while the government is handling the medical bills of hospitalized Ghanaians, South Africa is prepared to vigorously defend itself against the lawsuit. Yeah, no, it looks like it's the battle of the foreign minister right here on this international platform right here in our continent, and the AU is even dragged into it. And given how the AU has viewed South Africa of late, their stance against Afrophobia and xenophobia, and countless times calling out South Africa, it looks like this is a done deal. It's a open and shut case. Ghana is really going to take South Africa on. It's going to give South Africa a run for their money, and the AU is going to help them do it. Because at the end of the day, if we are being honest, if you kicked out people that were actively contributing to the economy and paying taxes, they are bound to want what's owed to them, right? You can't just kick them up and leave, and you expect them to be kumbaya. So the Ghanaian government, the Ghana government, is going to calculate the loss of income. They're going to calculate the money they've made. Essentially, they're going to calculate the business income. You know, they're going to look at their portfolios, assets, properties, everything that they have lost during these xenophobic attacks. They're going to round them all up, sum it all up, write it into a little neat document, send it to the AU, and the AU is going to prosecute. They are going to come after us, meaning that South Africa, you are looking at a large bill. You are looking at loss of income. You are looking at a very unstable economy. And I've also heard that Ghana is looking to shut down mines that are owned by South Africa. There's a mine, a gold mine in Ghana that is owned by a South African company that is due for the renewal of its lease later this year. And Ghana is considering not renewing that lease. and nationalizing that mine to serve the people of Ghana. Can you see the conundrum that you have placed us on? You have placed us at South Africa. It's not going to be said and done. Yes, they will leave. Yes, they will leave. They will leave the country gladly. I mean, 300 Ghanaians were recently repatriated back to their country, deported back to their country. But don't you think that they'll just leave and say, hey, kumbaya? No, they want what is owed to them. And quite frankly, I think the South African government should slap March and March, Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, and Operation Dudula, Zandile, Dabula, and those two intelligent idiots, Phakelo Mthakathi and Ngizwe Mchunu. They should slap them with that bill. They should be the ones to compensate the Ghanaian government, the Ghanaian people that lost their income and properties. In my defense, I think that will be the fair compensation. I think it will be I don't know how you feel about that. Am I being unfair? No, it's not being unfair. If you have the balls and the guts and the voice to hurl people out of their businesses, to drag people out of their homes, to make sure that people lose their income, you should also have the balls to compensate them, refund them. You know? So, yeah, to the 300 people, the Ghanaian citizens that left South Africa, we are really thankful that you decided to save your lives, because it's going to get hectic. Apparently, the 30th of June is the last day where they're going to stop being nice and they're going to start violently attacking foreigners, African migrants. The 30th of June is the deadline. If there's any African migrant, whether legal or illegal, that are still in South Africa, they will bear the full brunt of the Zulu violence. That is according to Phakelo Mthakathi and Ngizwe Mchunu and March and March as well. They've given them the deadline, and I'm so glad that those 300 Ghanaians decided to believe the Zulus and decided to leave to save their lives. But you should be compensated. That is just my opinion. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora News channel. No, family, you know that I have my own YouTube channel. It's called The Native Talk. The link is in the description box below. So go to the description box below, click on the link, subscribe to The Native Talk, and I'll see you on the flip side.